Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, Dr. Alam, His Excellency. Today I'm going to talk about energy management system and more so how to manage energy in today's world. Energy management started about a decade back when we talked about operational procedures, processes, and so on and so forth. As Captain said, today it's a world of disruption, deception, digitalization. So we should also adopt such things in energy management as well. To start with, what do we mean by energy? Is energy something about ability to do work? Is energy electricity? Is energy thermal energy? Energy management essentially comprises of multiple forms of energy. The energy, what we use to deliver a work, also the associated peripherals of energy, where we talk about energy exchange, where we talk about energy subsidy, where we talk about renewable energy certificates, energy future market, energy efficiency certificate, and so on and so forth. So we need an energy management program which will be not only managing energy as a resource, but the rest of elements of the energy as well. I'll start by asking a few questions. How effectively are we managing energy costs today? When we get an energy bill from our domestic energy use, do we actually look at the slabs of energy? Do we actually look at what was my energy consumption the previous month or the same month the previous year? How effectively are we analyzing the information that we have been receiving over the years or over the months? We have seen there are a lot of applications now being developed. We've found an application developed by SIVA, which will provide us with a lot of information. But how are we utilizing this information? Are we effectively using the technology that we have with us to manage energy? Are we effectively using technology to analyze the information on energy use? And are we effectively utilizing the tools at hand? Are we knowledgeable about the tools that we have with us with respect to different applications, with respect to different internet-based optimization models, and so on and so forth, so that we can reduce our energy cost? I'll talk a few minutes about the conventional method of energy management, which essentially follows 50001, 2011. It's an ISO standard. It's an international standard where it provides guidelines to different organizations, essentially process organizations, to manage energy in their day-to-day activities. It takes care of business risks, it takes care of energy security, it takes care of brand equity, it takes care of regulatory and competitive risks. By business risk, energy costs are increasing. Our energy costs are changing on an everyday basis, on an every month basis. As an organization, how prepared am I to take care of such changing energy cost? There are a lot of turmoils in terms of energy sources, energy resources. As an organization, am I equipped enough to take care of such changes? Increasing customer awareness about energy management, energy efficiency in the process. So the customers want organization to be more and more inclined towards energy efficiency and effective energy management. Am I managing that brand equity risk? Regulatory, there are a lot of regulations coming up. As Vinod mentioned, UAE has adhered to the Paris Agreement. So there are domino effect of those agreements which is coming to different organizations. So how are we managing the regulatory risk and competitive risk? Today a power and utility in UAE is getting benchmarked against the global power and utilities. So how are we managing the competitive risk of our brand, of our operations? Answer to that is introduction of 50001, where we talk about planning, carrying out energy review on a day-to-day basis, on an annual basis, coming up with certain requirements, managing certain targets, getting action plans, and then implementing those energy efficiency measures to achieve those targets. How do we do it? We start with the energy audit or energy review. We create a baseline. We take a time period in which we consider the energy performance of that particular process, that particular building, that particular operations has been constant. We consider this as an energy baseline. We compare our current energy performance with respect to the energy baseline. But how do we compare it? So we create indicators. We create energy performance indicators to compare it. Based on the baseline, our current performance and the energy performance indicators, we create action plans to reduce my energy consumption. These action plans then gives rise to targets. We have number targets, we have qualitative targets, which then satisfies our objectives to reduce energy consumption, to operate in a much more cleaner environment. So this is the principles of essential energy management. Measure, monitor, analyze, keep target, implement actions to achieve the target, and then reinvestigate and go back to the energy review process again. But this is the conventional method of energy management. In today's world, how do we take energy management to the next level? Let's talk about data. When we talk about data, is energy consumption the only data that we should consider? Just a statistics. In the last one day, there has been around 69,000 tweets about energy. In the last month, there are about 1.8 million tweets about energy. Now that's an energy data that we can use in multiple ways. That might not be talking about energy consumption, that might be talking about energy performance indicators, but it's talking about energy. Last Christmas, Germany paid their customers for utilizing energy because the energy tariff went into negative. They have so much of additional renewable energy pumping into the grid, and if there is less utilization in the industry, they have actually negative tariff. So the customers got paid for utilizing electricity. So energy data doesn't always mean consumption of energy data, does not always mean the rated capacity and so on and so forth. Now, how do we manage this volume of data? We come to big data analytics in energy management. Over the last decade, we have been utilizing advanced metering technologies to capture data. We are talking about revenue grade meters. Capture data and utilizing that data to analyze energy use, energy performance, identify customer feedback, so on and so forth. Now we are sitting on an abundant volume of data which we can use not only to improve efficiency of our performance, but to also tackle multiple other disruptions in the energy market. To give an example, with old meter technologies, we used to receive data once in a day. With advanced metering technologies, with smart meters, we are receiving data once in 15 minutes. And look at the number of records that's actually increasing. With once in a day, we would have achieved around 0.37 billion records in a year. Now, we're talking about 35 billion records in a year with the use of smart meters. We're talking about 1.82 terabytes of data with 1 data day meters. Now, with smart meters, we are talking about almost 3,000 terabytes of data. And we need advanced technologies to process this data, to mine this data and get insights out of this data.